Alright guys, before I show you on how to make your very own fog chiller, there are a few big things that I do have to tell you. One really big thing is some of you may have noticed that I haven't really posted that much on YouTube as I did last year. The reason why is we are moving to a new house and we've been pretty busy lately, but I am still going to be making videos. It's just I'm going to be in the new house. So this is one of the last videos that I am going to make before we move to the new house. So the second big news is that I went to the Midwest Hunters Convention in Rosemont, Illinois. We met some really cool people there. It was very fun. And as you guys can also see, I have my own costume there too. I was being a zombie. As you can see, I have my shirts and clothing there for the costume. I actually DIY'd that. And in the next video, I'm going to show you guys exactly on how I made the costume. Alright, so I think we can go into showing on how to make our fog chiller. So to make our fog chiller, we're using this guy, Froggy's Fog. I really like this company. They have really good fog machines. I got also their fog machine timer remote, but that's just the fog machine I'm gonna be using. Just move that to the side. Now, the next thing is, this is the big component. So, about fog machine, you need to understand the basic components of it. One thing of it is, it makes the fog by taking a special liquid and making it evaporate. The thing though is that when it evaporates, it doesn't stay that long since it's hot and it's fresh. So what we need to do is we need to cool it down, use some ice or dry ice, and it's able to stay longer, and also it lets your fog stay in the ground. So the first thing we have here is a cooler, or a foam cooler. You can get these off of Walmart. I got this off for like $5 in the 4th of July season. That you can get this at any basic fishing store. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spray paint this black. Alright guys, we got spray painted black. As you can see, spray painting it black is actually optional, but it just helps conceal this thing outside when it's dark. So, which is why we paint it black. So, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open it. Alright, as you open it, I have this foil air duct over here. It's better if you have it smaller. It's just, I'm using most of these things from around my house. So as you can see, I'm going to put it inside, but as you can see, it doesn't fit. So I'm just going to extend it until it reaches to the sides. Alright guys, I finally adjusted it to stay its place. Next thing I do is I have this, I forgot what they're called, these drills that are these like saw drills that you usually put to your drill, but I don't really have a drill right now. I'm just using it to make holes, and I'm just gonna do that. You can use some like scissors, but I need something more precise. So as you can see, the holes of course need to be connected to this thing here, and that's what we're gonna do. Alright guys, we put the holes in, as you can see, and I adjusted the air duct inside of it. So yeah, that's nice. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna have to glue the air duct and seal it in. What we're gonna do is I'm going to use some spray foam. The thing is we don't have it right now, so and we're gonna be able to get it tomorrow. So I'll see you guys the next day. Alright guys, it's the next day now. Did this part off camera, but as you can see, we put the spray foam. So now it secured our little air duct piece, and now there's no little openings in it so that no fog can escape, as you can see. So let's move on to the next part. Alright, so the next part is, as you can see, I have a computer fan. So this computer fan is wired up so that it can be plugged into a 12-volt adapter, as you can see. So we plugged it inside the 12-volt adapter, and next thing we're going to do is, as you can see the hole over here, we're going to attach it over here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take some hot glue and I'm also going to use some caulk. Alright guys, so as we have our computer fan, we're going to attach it over here. What we're going to do is, as I glue it on, I'm going to test out which side the air comes out, which it's this side, because we want this side where the air will come out so that I can lead the fog out and blast it at the same time. So we can just do that by just spinning it and feel which side the air comes out, and it's the side right here. That either some computer fans even have an arrow, which mine doesn't, to show which side the air comes out. So yeah. Alright guys, seems like our hot glue is done. I'm just gonna be putting the hot glue on the top. We have to be a bit careful because we don't want the hot glue to affect the fan. Just gonna put some good amounts in there. Now we're just gonna put it on into the most perfect position we can. Alright, there you go. We put it on. And this is the part that will really secure it, which is the caulk. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put the caulk onto the side so that it will also shut the airways so that fog can come out. And it also makes the computer fan stay on, because I know the hot glue won't do that well. So we're just going to do that now. Alright guys, we now have our caulk ready, and we're just gonna put it on the sides and seal all the gaps. Alright guys, I put the caulk on, as you can see, and I'm just gonna test the fan real quick if it works perfectly fine. Alright, seems like it's doing fine. I think I might have to cut out some excess foam because the fans are hitting them. But otherwise, everything functions perfectly fine. I think I'll just have to wait for the caulk to dry, and this project's already almost done. Alright guys, so the caulk is already almost pretty dry. So to finish off this project, over here I have 4 of these brackets, and they actually fit perfectly inside the holes of the computer fan, and I'm gonna be doing something like this. So what I'm going to do first is I'm gonna connect, oh yeah, and also I have these bolts. We're just gonna substitute them as screws, but yeah, I'm just gonna put them in here like that, and I'll show what we're gonna do next. Alright guys, so as you can see, we put the brackets inside, but what I want them is I want the brackets to be angled like this. So I'm just gonna hot glue it and so that I can stay that way. Alright, so we are done gluing the brackets, as you can see. So now, the next part is basically the finishing part. Over here, I have some piping. I think this is around like 5 inches or so, but the brackets are here because it's going to connect the piping just like that, as you can see. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to grab some decently long screws so that it can connect the piping over here. Alright guys, I have some screws over here that are pretty long, and I have a screwdriver and the piping. The reason why we need it pretty long, the screws pretty long, is because we need them to connect over here, like that, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to screw one of the pieces and try my hardest to secure this. And that's practically it with the project. Alright guys, I think it is done. I think we just need to put the ice in it and do the demo, and that's the whole project. Also, what I need to mention is that this project probably works best if you use dried ice, but we don't have that right now. And I'm just gonna be using some frozen water bottles, and that might not have the best effect on it as dry ice, but it gives the idea on how it will work.